hard to agree. Our premises officer certainly does brighten up this place. In more ways than one.
But that's hardly a proper reason to remain primary school, is it?
Well, especially any reason you've come up with to leave.
Okay, well how about this for a reason? Knit. A typically primary school problem and one of the best reasons to leaving.
Yes, surely if there's one thing that will make leaving primary school better, it's not having to deal with that little problem.
Well, I suppose. See, you can't argue against that one, can you?
Okay, well yes, and this is something that I certainly won't miss. It's not necessarily the itching when they hatch, it's more the effect it used to have on my mum.
I woke up this morning and sat up in bed with something itching at the back of my head. This follicle invasion's gonna give my mother apoplectic fits. She's gonna have to get used to it. Her pride and joy is more than those of this. I'm left to the bathroom and thrown in the shower. I'm not allowed up for at least 3/4 of an hour. She scrubs and scrubs and scrubs until my head feels like she's ripped it to bits. She's mortified that anyone would know her little baby's got bits. I'm moved to the bedroom, still soaked to the bone. And the one who's supposed to love me produces the cone. She's craving like a soul possessed, like a demon at the end of her wits. And she'll never rest in peace until the apple of her eye is free from bits. So Monday morning, the parents are at the gates, and a look of horror spreading right across her face. 'Cause according to the serial title, our family is considered the pigs. I've started an epidemic. I've gone and given everybody this. I'm still scratching, Mama.
It seems that both sides of the argument are coming up with some good reasons for wanting to leave and wanting to stay. But what do you say we go outside and do some PE?
Ah yes, PE. Now that reason to stay at primary school is the highlight of the week.
You're kidding, right? Standing in the field in the middle of winter in flimsy t-shirt and shorts. At least in secondary school, they have purposeful sports when the weather's horrible.
We have PE now for when the weather's not nice outside.
Only occasionally. Remember, at primary school, the hall is always busy. It doubles as a dining room and for assemblies and for visitors to give presentations.
And if there's a play being rehearsed, you can never get in to do PE.
Outdoor PE on a day like this, it's blowing a gale out there.
What possible benefit could we get from running around practically naked in weather like that? It's crazy.
It's because the infants are in the hall rehearsing their nativity play. I reckon it'd be better if they found an actual,
real life stable to do it in. You know, to make it more lifelike.
Yeah, then we could have the hall like it says you're supposed to on the timetable.
Before you say anything, I know, I don't understand why we should lose our whole time either, but the decision's been made.
Then why can't we just cancel PE for today, Mrs. Ramsey? We have to be mad to go outside in those conditions.
Because we're trying to get that Healthy Active School Award, or whatever it's called, we have to show commitment to sport in order to get more money and resources. We can't seem to cancel PE because a little drizzle.
A little drizzle?
Please don't make us go outside, Miss Ramsey. What about our human rights?
Human rights? Don't be so silly. A bit of wind and rain never hurt anyone. Anyways, I'll be there beside you. And if an old duffer like me can tough it out, you youngsters should have no problem. Now, go down up against the playground wall and I'll be along in a moment. I just need to get my kit on.
Well, that's something, I suppose. At least Miss Ramsey's joining us in this torture.
That's what I'm all about her always leading by example.
Yeah, and she's right. If she can cope with this, then we shouldn't have a problem.
You're right, children. It is rather nippy, isn't it? Still, like I said, we're in this together. Right, off you go, twice on the field. That should get you warmed up. Knees up, Christian! A bit of effort, Noah. I forgot how much I love hot chocolate.
The weather's quite inclement. It's cold and blustering. A wet and windy day and a torture on the way, 'cause we've got outdoor PE. It's like a time bomb ticking as we wait to hear the call. Come on, get changed, quick march, line up outside against the wall. We're waiting for the stragglers who say they've lost their kit. We shiver and we shake and we quiver and we quake, 'cause the wind's picked up a bit. As Wisdom Blue, our teacher, finds it so hard not to gloat. While we're in flimsy vests and shorts, she wears her winter coat. We jog round the field, a warm-up as it's known. That's such a stupid phrase and it's really not the case, 'cause we're frozen to the bone. Jumping over puddles and the spots where dogs have been, while trying without much success to keep our trainers clean. The nightmare now is over, at least until next week, when I'll bring a note to say the doctor wrote, diagnosing my flat feet. And then a spanner's thrown into this cunning little scheme. The teachers made me captain of the school cross-country team.
Let's not start using bad language and insults. It's like being at secondary school.
Aha! Straight from the teacher's mouth. Secondary school is worse than primary school.
Well, I'm not actually sure I meant.
Yes, you did. You basically said that the behaviour at secondary school is far worse than at primary school.
Yeah, you basically said that the discipline at secondary school is far worse than at primary.
I said nothing of the sort. What I
You
meant.
basically said that we should stay at primary school a lot longer because we're better behaved than at secondary school.
I did not say anything of the sort. Though, I must admit, at this school in particular, the children do have a healthy respect for authority. I wonder why that is.
brighten up my office. What do you think? Lovely, isn't it?
Very colourful. I'm sure it'll give you hours of pleasure.
I'm sure it will too. Now, if you could hold any calls for about 20 minutes and ask any visitors to wait, I'm just going to settle this little chap into its new home.
Yes.
Can I help?
I've been told by my teacher to come and see the head.
Oh dear. Have you been up to then?
Jamie made Cassidy wish she had brown instead of blonde, so I painted it for him. I've just been a good friend.
Well, the head's in the meeting at the moment. She'll be out soon. So you sit there quietly. Well, look, someone's here to keep you company.
Is this so come see the head?
Indeed it is. And may I ask, why have you been sent here?
Izzy in my class told me a rude word and told me she had to have 10 times, which I did. I don't think my teacher was very happy about it.
I bet she wasn't. You better sit there and wait.
I've been told to come here by my teacher.
It's like pickling yourselves in here, Jane. Okay, sit down with those two. I bet you got yourself in a bit of trouble, am I right?
I think so. My teacher told me that my insistent whistling and singing was unbearable, and she told me it might be a bit more pushy by the heads.
Another one? What's going on? Are you all doing this once let be naughty at school for children need or something?
Well, I have been naughty, but I don't think I'm getting any money for it. In fact, my teacher's words were, "You'll pay for that," and I guess this is what I do, paying.
I doubt you'll be laughing when you're in there with the head.
What does that mean exactly? Is it just a big head with no arms, body and legs?
I think so. That sounds horrible, but I don't see what it can do to his anatomy limbs.
Don't be silly. It means head teacher. And if my dad's people do, there's plenty of teacher could do to us.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Well, my dad said that when he was a boy, he was always getting sent to the head, and apparently it was never his fault. Anyways, said that every head teacher's office is really a torture chamber.
My grandpa told me the headmaster, as it was back then, would come with a cane and a stiffer.
Okay, and so what for?
To whack you with, of course.
Oh yes, and he said you'd be tired of suspended from the ceiling when he set fire to your shoes.
And if he was feeling peckish, you wouldn't think twice about ripping off your leg and munching on it like a chicken drumstick.
No!
Well, I'm not too sure what goes on behind that door. But the screaming I hear sometimes, it chills me to the bone. And you know what else I've noticed? All of the naughty children that go behind that door, very few come out again.
What happens to them?
Nobody knows exactly. But there are rooms that are trapdoor on the floor of the office. And in that trapdoor is a large pool. And in that pool is a massive shark. If you've been really bad, they makes you stand there and I don't imagine.
A shark? Surely not!
Janice, the bullfish looks ravenous. I've nothing to feed him. I don't suppose there's anything lying around we could give him to eat, is there? Oh, hello children. All here to see me. Right, which one of you's first? Oh dear, Janice, was it something I said?
I've been sent to the head. I'm guessing it was something I said. But all I did was mention that it was my intention to make the class hamster red. Though I never really meant to, but now I've been sent to the head. I've been sent to the boss. I reckon that the reason's because I put some old PE socks inside my teacher's lunchbox, and I suppose I made her cross. Though I never really meant to, but now I've been sent to the boss. I've been sent to the chief to give my teacher half an hour's relief. when she's wound up she'll hang on, am I being wound up? Well, I guess I'll soon find out if it's true, 'cause I'm about to see the heads.
Order! Thank you. Now come on, all of this is getting silly. Why don't you say we go outside and enjoy a lovely summer's day?
Yes, summers at primary school are always better than at secondary school. Fact.
Exactly. Grown-ups are always saying that it never rained when they were young, that summers went on forever. It's not a coincidence that their happiest memories were before they became teenagers.
As if, anyways, they mean summer holidays weren't even at school, primary or secondary.
Well, the summer term then. All the best things at primary school happen in the summer term. Take the school fete, for example. It's one of the best things about being at primary school.
Come on, you could do this. Hello everyone and welcome to this year's summer fete. Oh, I'm so nervous. My first year as a PTA chairperson, my first school fete, and I'm a complete mess. I'm not even going to be able to do my introductory speech without making a fool of myself. Come on, pull yourselves together. You could do this. Hello everyone, I'm Wendy Allsop, new chairperson of the PTA, welcoming all of you on this sunny evening to our annual summer fete. As well as a splendid array of stalls and attractions, also very lucky to be joined this year by a representative from St John's Ambulance, who will be giving demonstration all evening. So make sure you take a break from splashing around and hope you go and see him in action. Anyway, I do hope you all enjoy yourselves. Please enjoy yourselves. So without further ado, I now declare our school fete officially open. Yay! Thanks again for being here. Hopefully there will be a few people over to your demonstration of it. I'm just going to do some circulating, then I'll be back to see how you're getting on.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. I knew the welly wagging was set up too close to fainting. My baby was nearly knocked out.
Oh dear, well, bring me over here and I'll have a look.
Is this where we get first aid? You've got to help my little Jared. I tell you, there should be notices on that coconut shrine. Do not stand behind the coconuts.
Oh dear, right, bring me over here and I'll have a look when
Quick, you've got... I told her to get so many sweets in the jar, not actually stick your hand in, but does she listen? Now it's stuck.
Right, okay, I've got to deal with this person first and I'll be...
I think he's going to lose his thumb. He's been told that you hit the rat with a stick as it comes down the pipe, not grab it and stopping the daylights out of it while you're still holding it. Can you help him?
I'll do my best, but he'll have to wait his turn while I...
She won't stop crying. It's that stupid Tombola, you see. We chose win ticket and got a prize fine, but only turns out to say Malibu bar this in the first place. Look at her now. She's hyperventilating. Please help.
Why was it
It's
getting crowded here. I haven't eaten seat to my first patient yet. I have to ask you to wait while I try.
It's true then, they said. This was the most popular stand of the fete. But I thought because people were interested in learning first aid, not because they needed it. What a disaster. This is the worst school fete ever and I'm in charge. I knew I wouldn't last 10 minutes at this place. It's an absolute catastrophe. It's...
Look at the sky, it's blue and bright. We chose today, our choice was right. Everybody busy, organising activities. We'll be ready on time, it's gonna be tight. We're here as one, to have some fun. An afternoon spent in the sun. So come on down and don't be late. Join us here at our annual summer fete. You Barefoot Gorilla, Wonderful Road, Dracula, crawling at the Joker Shrine. If you're passing by, count the sweeties in the jar. Wangle when you're really far. Have a go and then maybe do it all again. Have a go and then maybe do it all again.
Order! What? No more shouting? Are you all debated out? Well, I must say, that got very lively at times. I did enjoy it though. I always love to relive the good times.
Me too. And you know what? I've changed my mind. I don't want to leave. Neither do I. Just talking about all of these things we've done here, the experiences we've had, the characters we've met, it makes me want to stay forever.
Or for a few more years at least, just until we're ready, properly ready to go to secondary school.
Well, funnily enough, I've changed my mind too. The memories we've made here are lovely, but you guys are right, it's time to move on.
I agree. Nobody will ever take away those memories, but we're going to make new ones with new people in a new school. You know what? It's quite exciting when you think about it. Of course it's sad to say goodbye, but all this place has given us has prepared us so well for the next part of our life. It's the right thing to do, to take what this place has given us and build on it.
And it's okay that we feel sad. It just shows how special our time here has been, and it has been really, really special.
Oh goodness me. Look at what you're doing to me. But I'm not surprised though. We have to say goodbye to those who are leaving us, and it's always difficult. But seeing how each of you has grown and blossomed makes it all the worthwhile. Now go and do wonderful things. All of you. Embrace the future. Enjoy the challenges. And make good choices. And you won't go far wrong. And every once in a while, remember the time we spent here. And smile.